With NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. The Packers veterans reported to training camp Monday, but quarterback Jordan Love will not be practicing with the team until a new contract gets done. Love is entering the final year of a one-year extension to his 4-year rookie contract. General Manager Brian Gutekunst saying, quote, "I'm optimistic. These are big deals. It takes time. I feel we're close, but no real timetables as far as how long it's going to take." Bengals owner Mike Brown says the team will bend over backwards to get a new deal done for wide receiver Jamar Chase, who's heading into the final year of his rookie contract. Brown added, "Next to Joe, he's our next one, and he knows it. We know it. This may take a while." Speaking of Joe, head coach Zach Taylor said Burrow has been fully cleared for contact after suffering a wrist injury that forced him to miss the final 7 games of the 2023 season. And the Texans signed veteran running back Cam Akers, who spent the previous 4 seasons with the Vikings and Rams. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
All right, when it comes to getting life insurance for your family, a lot of excuses can get in the way. But ask yourself this: if something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month, with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is the story of the one. As head of maintenance at a concert hall, he knows the show must always go on. That's why he works behind the scenes, ensuring every light is working, the HVAC is humming, and his facility shines. With Granger's supplies and solutions for every challenge he faces, plus 24/7 customer support, his venue never misses a beat. Call quickgranger.com or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
We are the Imperial Valley's AM 1230 KXO, El Centro, California. Happy Tuesday. We survived a Monday. And we're all geared up for Tuesday. I'm Carroll in the newsroom, Jared Anchondo. Jared, you made it through the day, right?
Oh, yeah, made it through Monday. We're at Tuesday. Yes.
Okay, and it's going to be warmer today.
Yeah, hopefully less humid. And actually, I'm okay with it being warmer and less humid.
Yeah, well, no break there. It's going to be as humid.
Oh,
okay. Hate to break it to you, but that's the way it is. Okay, isn't that what Paul Harvey said? I believe so.
Yeah.
Anyway, in the news, it seems as though an Ohio man lied about a robbery to avoid telling his wife he lost their wedding ring. Yeah, if found innocent, the man will get life in prison, okay?
The things we do for love.
Yes. The never lost my wife's wedding ring. I did lose her high school class ring.
Oh, no.
I hit the water skiing. And it was about 30 miles an hour or so. And I lost the ring. And I lost my swim trunks as well.
Lost a little bit of everything, yeah.
Yeah, it was an exciting day. Let's see. What else is going on? Oh, David Hasselhoff recently turned 72. Yeah, and so now when he runs in slow motion on the beach, he's actually doing it full speed. Yeah, okay. And I'm surprised he's still with us. So, oh well. And I think we mentioned this. Politicians in Japan have introduced a rule calling on citizens to laugh at least once a day, because there is evidence that laughing every day reduces the risk of a heart attack. Okay? Yeah, the good news, well, for comedians, it means the audience no longer has the right to remain silent, okay? Yeah.
Gotta laugh. It's good for you.
Yes. Okay. What else have we got going on? We mentioned it's hot. Okay. It was so hot yesterday. I'm waiting.
How hot was it?
No. How hot was it? I mean, some enthusiasm. It was so hot, my mustache wax melted.
Oh!
Okay.
Yeah, the corner's dripping down.
Yeah. Actor Ronnie Cox is 86. Actor Larry Manetti is 81. Singer David Essex, rocking on at 77. Singer and former Congressman John Hall of Orleans, 76. Guitarist Blair Thornton of Bachman Turner Overdrive, 74. Actor Belinda Montgomery, 74. Actor Lydia Cornell, 71. Woody Harrelson is 63. And Martin Gore of Depeche Mode, 63. Actor Eric LaSalle, 62. Slash of Guns N' Roses, 59. Actor Juan Pope is 57. Actor Charisma Carpenter, 54. Marlon Wayans is 52. Other birthdays, actor Stephanie March is 50. Actor Shane McRae, 47. Singer Michelle Williams of Destiny's Child, 44. Actor Paul Wesley, 42. Actor Krista Rodriguez, 40. And Harry Potter, actor Daniel Radcliffe is 35. Okay. And he's got a career after Harry Potter. Remarkable. Must mean he has some talent. Local birthdays coming up.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
We have happy birthday wishes for Ernie Moreno, Agatha Garcia, Richard Hernandez, Nathan Camargo, Ralphie Solano, Maggie Zendejas, Arturo Briseño, Siobhan King, Brian Vasquez, Domingo de la Torre, Jordan Downs, Juan Corpus, Cami Plunkett, Leslie Wyatt, Lilia Labrada, Rachel Pacheco, Murray Beltran, Rosanna Morales, Hector Arce, Adriana Parra, and Selena Chavarin. Happy birthday from KXO. Okay, and catching up on what's going on in jolly old England, Great Britain. In his speech at the opening of Parliament, the King of England introduced 14 new measures. Well, he is a ruler, right? Okay, news, we've got it. A look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
CBS News Brief. Vice President Harris hits the campaign trail in Wisconsin with what CBS News estimates is enough delegate support to officially become the Democratic presidential nominee. Political analyst Larry Sabato.
Joe Biden has really shaken up the race in a way he never could have had he stayed in as a candidate.
Regulators have opened an investigation into Delta after a global tech meltdown. CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
Delta has now canceled more flights since Friday than it did in all of 2019. And Delta's CEO says it could still be days before the airline is back to normal.
And we have breaking news now from the Associated Press reporting Secret Service Director Kimberly Cheadle has just resigned after the assassination attempt against former President Trump. At that rally in Pennsylvania, Cheadle had testified on Capitol Hill yesterday about security lapses. CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Imperial County Air Pollution Control District delivers real-time information about the quality of the air you breathe. Visit the website at apcd.imperialcounty.gov. cxo.org to stay informed about air quality around the valley. The website also includes information for upcoming meetings, programs, and there's access to the dust cams set up around the valley. Visit apcd.imperialcounty.org today.
California headline news. California state Democrats throwing their support behind Kamala Harris to be the party's presidential nominee. Ryan Trabuco with Democrats for Equality in San Diego with a message to any potential Harris challengers.
Where are your delegates going to come from? Where's your commitments financially going to come from? Because, to run any successful campaign, you need money, votes, and volunteers. And Kamala Harris is having all of that, and she's getting all those commitments in spades right now.
Reports this morning, it appears Harris has secured the needed number of delegates to be the party's nominee. 2 men rescued from the American River in Sacramento are sharing the scary details of their experience. Stephen Buckley says he was on a fishing trip with his buddy Jacob Bennett, and they got caught in a strong current and tore their inflatable raft on a tree.
He was tired. The raft was all caught up. It was just easier to call 911.
Crews moved in on them with boats, and a few divers suited up. The tree about 10 to 15 feet off the shoreline. The 2 men unable to make it ashore on their own. Buckley and Bennett ended up okay. Jeff Scott, California News.
World and California News headlines brought to you this morning by the Imperial County Air Pollution Control District, delivering real-time updates about the air that you breathe.
I juggle a lot. I'm managing constipation with belly pain from my irritable bowel syndrome with constipation, or IBS-C, with laxatives and fiber isn't enough. My doctor recommended a way to get ahead of it. Then I said yes to Linzess.
Linzess linaclotide is a prescription medicine that treats IBS-C in adults. It's not a laxative. It's a once-daily pill that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's proven to help you have more frequent and complete bowel movements and helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and bloating. These symptoms were studied in combination, not individually. Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or severe stomach pain, especially with bloody or black stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Talk to your doctor and learn more at linzess.com or call 1-800-LINZESS.
It's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations in the valley. Before you head out on that summer road trip, head into Quick Lane and tell them you want the works.
Unemployment slightly up for June. June numbers are the latest available. Here's George Gale.
June numbers are the latest available. Report was released by the Labor Market Division of the Employment Development Department. According to the report, unemployment for Imperial County was reported at 16.4% in June. That is up from a revised 15.5% in May and below the year-ago estimate of 16.5%. This compares to an unadjusted unemployment rate of 5.3% for the state and 4.3% for the nation during the same period. Report indicates there were 12,000 eligible workers unemployed in June out of a labor force of 73,100 in Imperial County. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
In other news, officials are investigating the death of an incarcerated person at Centinela State Prison. Shortly after 8 p.m. on Sunday, officers saw 3 incarcerated individuals attacking another prisoner in a day room. Staff responded with verbal orders to stop and then 4 applications of pepper spray to stop the attack. Ezequiel Romo, 47 years old, serving a life sentence without possibility of parole out of Los Angeles County, died of multiple stab wounds. 3 individuals, Christian Moreno, 31, serving 20 years for a variety of crimes in Los Angeles County, Johnny S. Garcia, 31, serving a life sentence with possibility of parole out of Los Angeles County, and 41-year-old Christian O. Hernandez, he is sentenced to life without the possibility of parole out of Los Angeles County. They have been moved to restricted housing pending investigation into the case. 2 inmate manufactured weapons were recovered. Romo has been described as a notorious gang leader from Panorama City in Los Angeles County. In addition to the sentence of life without the possibility of parole for first-degree murder, he was also serving sentences for conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, attempted first-degree murder, and attempted conspiracy to commit second-degree murder. KXO Local News Time, 7:42.
Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers have the best price on name brand tires guaranteed. Now we're talking Michelin, Pirelli, Dunlop, Bridgestone, Continental, and more. See a Quick Lane service advisor and get the best price guaranteed. Remember, Quick Lane services all makes and all models, and they're conveniently located in the Brawley Auto Center, at the Imperial Valley Mall, at El Centro Motors, and their new mobile service van comes to you with no added charge.
A significant amount of cash seized at the Andrade port of entry. Here's George Gale.
This seizure comes on the heels of a cash seizure of over $700,000 of July 10th. In the latest seizure, $103,000 in undeclared cash was being transported by a 35-year-old man driving outbound in a 2024 SUV. On July 12th, Mexican Customs seized over $104,000 in undeclared cash. 3 days later, Mexican agents stopped an individual with 30 undeclared checks valued at more than $242,000. For KXL Local News, I'm George Gale.
And the city of El Centro will host a community meeting. The topic of the meeting will be the Imperial Avenue Complete Street Plan. The meeting will be held at the City Library on August 8th from 6 to 7:30 p.m. Kids are welcome. The meeting will feature children's activities and refreshments. The public is invited to share their advice on proposed recommendations for improving the safety and access of Imperial Avenue for people who use all modes of transportation, including pedestrians, bicyclists, families with strollers, people with limited mobility using walkers and wheelchairs, and motorists. The plan will redesign Imperial Avenue from Adams Avenue to Tresho Road. The plan aims to preserve Imperial Avenue as an essential regional roadway while incorporating needed safety and beautification improvements for people walking, bicycling, and taking transit. The plan is funded through the Caltrans Sustainable Planning Grant and is scheduled for completion in February 2025. That's it for page 1 of local news. Page 2 and weather coming up next.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations to serve you, and a mobile van that comes right to you at no additional charge. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
And then the unthinkable happened.
Oh no.
As he maneuvered through narrow rows, gliding under low-hanging branches, honing in on his target.
Full body chills.
He lifted his right hand and adjusted his ergonomically placed controls, continuing a productive evening in the orchard protecting this year's crop. Because John Deere's specialty tractors are loaded with options, so you can confidently complete any task in front of you. Uncover more at johndeere.com/specialty.
Page 2 of the local news and weather is brought to you by Burgers and Beer, serving the best burgers in the valley. Daily lunch specials Monday through Friday. Happy hour 3 till 6 p.m. every day.
The General Services Administration announces night work at the San Luis, Arizona port. Here's George Gale.
The work will continue through August 9th. Temporary nighttime southbound privately owned vehicle lane reductions will affect traffic flow from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. During that time, southbound lanes will be merged into a single lane before opening up again as cars approach the border. The road work is part of a $307.5 million bipartisan infrastructure law funded port modernization and expansion project that broke ground in June. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
And please be advised that today's Heber Community Advisory Committee meeting, scheduled for 6 p.m. at the Heber Community Center, has been canceled. A new date will be announced soon. Thank you for your understanding. And coming out of the Pioneers Museum, we have a big announcement. It's free admission in July. Oh, yes. Check out the collections and new art exhibits at Pioneer Museum this month for free. So, you can go from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Wednesday, July 24th. Also on Saturday, July 27th, they're open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Sunday, you have July 28th, I believe it is. It's from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. they'll be open. And Wednesday, July 31st, they'll be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. That's at the Pioneers Museum. really cool. Check it out. And in other news, cocaine seized at the Highway 86 checkpoint. El Centro Sector Border Patrol agents were working the checkpoint last week. A white SUV approached the checkpoint. During the primary inspection, a Border Patrol K-9 team alerted to the vehicle. A subsequent inspection resulted in the discovery of 34 packages wrapped in brown cellophane. The packages tested positive for cocaine. They weighed a total of 92 pounds with a street value of over $1 million. The vehicle, narcotics, and the driver of the vehicle were all turned over to the Imperial Valley Border Enforcement Security Task Force for further processing and investigation. And the next Monday with the mayor, well, it's on a Tuesday, and that's today. It is a City of El Centro program. On selected Mondays, the mayor and her staff meet with residents at various locations to discuss issues and resident concerns related to the city. The next Monday with the mayor will be on a Tuesday, that'll be today, due to scheduling issues. Mayor Sylvia Marroquin and city staff will be at the old post office pavilion today for the Monday with the mayor. We'll call it Tuesday with the mayor, starting at 5:30 p.m. this afternoon. KXO local news time 7:49. We'll take a look at weather in just a moment.
Did you know that Burgers and Beer has happy hour every day from 3 to 6 with specials on select appetizers, beer specials, and more? Ask for drink specials all day with $5 drinks like Margarita Monday, Tonic Tuesday, Wine Down Wednesday, and Thirsty Thursday. Check out our weekly lunch specials with a soft drink starting at only $8.50. July specials include Bud bottles for only $4.50. Burgers and Beer with 5 locations proudly serving you, your family, and friends since 1985. Burgers and Beer for the best burger in town.
According to the National Weather Service, a strong ridge of high pressure located over the Great Basin will continue to result in excessive heat conditions in the Imperial and Yuma valleys at least through Friday. Drier conditions are expected to set in by this weekend. 112, the high in the valley yesterday, 89 our overnight low. It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 113 with heat index values as high as 120. Breezy with a southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 89. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny and hot with a high near 114. Heat index values as high as 122. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. 93 degrees. Heat index values say it feels like 98. 50% relative humidity. Wind out of the south-southeast at 325 miles an hour. Air quality good in Nyland and Brawley. Moderate everywhere else. Local news, page 2, brought to you by Burgers and Beer, the place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Bring the family. Meet your friends at Burgers and Beer.
Since 2011, Grocery Outlet Bargain Market has held their annual Independence from Hunger food drive every July. Every day, millions of children and families in America face hunger and food insecurities. Join Grocery Outlet this July for their 14th annual Independence from Hunger drive. Give 5, get 5, donate $5, and get a coupon for $5. All proceeds will be distributed directly to food agencies, including the El Centro Catholic Food Pantry. Visit your grocery outlet to support your community.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the very best care. Major League Baseball, the Yankees won. I know. They're still 60-42 on the year, but they've had a slump the last 2 weeks. Yankees 9, Rays 1. Tigers top the Guardians 8-2. Mets over the Marlins 6-4. Pirates nipped the Cardinals 2-1. Reds over the Braves 4-1. Twins top the Phillies 7-2. Rangers went 10 innings before they beat the White Sox 4-3. Cubs bested the Brewers 3-1. Royals ripped the Diamondbacks 10-4. Rockies edged the Red Sox 9-8. It went 12 innings. Angels won. They beat the Mariners 3-1. Athletics shut out the Astros 4-0. Dodgers nipped the Giants 3-2. And James Paxton, a veteran starting pitcher who brought stability to a needy Los Angeles Dodgers rotation this season, was designated for assignment yesterday. It's a rather surprising move. The Dodgers trying to make room for Tyler Glasnow and Clayton Kershaw. And, they will trade Paxton before it is over and done with.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all of your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Raleigh, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all Pioneer services, visit www.pmhd.org today.
Well, Kevin Durant's timeline to play for Team USA keeps getting pushed back as he recovers from a right calf strain, but he will absolutely be on the Olympic roster when it is set later this week. Speaking of the Olympics, reigning Olympic champion Alexander Zverev is hopeful the knee injury he suffered at Wimbledon will not impact his chances of gold in Paris. But he said he's not fully healed yet. Andy Murray said he will retire. The three-time Grand Slam champion announced he will retire from tennis after the Paris Olympics, bringing an end to his 19-year career. And speaking of Olympics, we've got coverage of the 2024 Summer Games. We'll have updates starting Friday throughout the games through Sunday, August 11th. You can get the latest on AM 1230 KXO. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
For over a century, local broadcasting has evolved with the needs of the community. We move past the stigmas of opinion journalism and bring the most relevant news online, on air, and on the go. You have trusted us with your news, sports, weather, and entertainment. Trust us to keep moving with you. Text radio to 52886 and tell Congress local broadcasting is here to stay.
And it's financial news with a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security and Southwest Postal, the only postal box service offering 24-hour-a-day, 365 days a year service. Southwest Postal, 4th and Highland, El Centro. Bad news for passengers. Delta Airlines canceled hundreds more flights today as the problems caused by last week's global tech outage continued into a fifth day for the airline. Worse news, Delta's meltdown will probably extend through the end of the week. There were more than 400 Delta and Delta Connection flights listed as delayed by FlightAware. The canceled flights by the two carriers represented nearly 70% of all flights within, to, or from the U.S. that have been canceled on Monday. The problems prompted the Transportation Secretary, Pete Buttigieg, to announce the Department of Transportation would be starting an investigation to make sure Delta is following the law and treating passengers fairly. Well, Warner Brothers Discovery notified the NBA yesterday that it will pay roughly $1.8 billion per year to match an offer from Amazon to carry a package of the league's games, setting up a last-second buzzer-beating attempt by TNT's parent company to retain the broadcast rights to the games. We have reviewed the offers and matched one of them, TNT Sports said in a statement. Our matching paperwork was submitted to the league today. We look forward to the NBA executing our new contract. The governor's sign-off on the deal started the clock on a 5-day window for WBD, Warner Brothers, during which it could opt to match the league's other offers. What's shaking on the big board? Mixed. Again, the Dow down 46 points at 40,369. The S&P 500 up 2 at 55.66. The NASDAQ up 18 at 18,025. Meanwhile, gold up $12.50 an ounce. I told you to buy yesterday. Oil off $1.03 a barrel.
Southwest Security has been protecting properties 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, right here in Imperial and Coachella Valleys. Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. I've been in the private security business for over 25 years and have always made it my mission to always provide my clients with the highest quality security services available. Your satisfaction is my number one priority. And don't forget Southwest Postal, the only postal center in Imperial Valley with 24/7, 365 access to your post office box. Access when you need it. Located on the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 113, heat index values as high as 120. Look for southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20 miles an hour. Mostly clear tonight with a low around 89. Southwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming east-northeast after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny and hot, with a high near 114, heat index values as high as 122. Southeast wind about 5 miles an hour. And right now, downtown, 94 degrees, feels like 99. 48% our relative humidity. The wind is out of the southeast at about 5 miles per hour. And air quality? Air quality is good. Brawley and Westmoreland, moderate. Everywhere else. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you, your home, your business, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Are you aware what we've just finished is available on YouTube? Yeah. When you're on the road, catch up on your local news on our YouTube channel. You can subscribe. It is free. Yeah. Check out our Facebook page, too. It's neat.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by T-Mobile.
I'm Steve Kathan. The head of the Secret Service has resigned. Kimberly Cheadle had been under intense pressure since the attempted assassination of former President Trump. CBS's Nicole Killian on Capitol Hill.
There have been bipartisan calls for the Secret Service director to do just that. If you watch that very contentious hearing before the House Oversight Committee, members on both sides were really incensed at some of her responses.
CBS's Scott McFarland covered that Pennsylvania Trump rally.
I just got a text message from one of the rally goers, and she says, it's about time. It had to happen.
The resignation news came just after Speaker Mike Johnson announced a new investigation's been launched into the shooting and the response.
We need to move quickly. We need to get the answers that the American people deserve. And so we are establishing a special task force in the House that'll be bipartisan. It'll be composed of 7 Republicans, 6 Democrats.
Vice President Harris now hitting the presidential campaign trail. First stop, Milwaukee, a city, of course, that hosted Republicans last week. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
Wisconsin is a crucial state in that blue wall that Democrats need to keep the White House. Her visit to Milwaukee comes on the heels of the Republican National Convention, and we're expected to hear Harris talk about the contrast between Donald Trump, who she claims and argues is looking towards the past, and herself as she presents a future forward-looking agenda.
CBS News estimates that Harris has secured the necessary delegates to win the Democratic nomination next month. Her fundraising since Sunday now tops $100 million. George Clooney, who urged President Biden to leave the race, says he supports Harris. Transportation Department now investigating Delta Airlines, which still has flight issues 4 days after the tech meltdown that stretched all over the globe. Stranded passengers have had it.
I think I've passed exhaustion and frustration, and now I'm just ready to go home.
An Army report says 3 reserve officers have been disciplined in the aftermath of a reservist's shooting rampage that left 18 people dead last October in Maine. CBS News national security consultant Jeff McCausland says mental health warning signs were not acted on.
It doesn't seem to me there was enough
effort to pursue what was going on, to identify what actually had happened to this soldier once he was not only released from the Four Winds Medical Facility, but also had returned to civilian life, having completed at least some period of time on active duty.
And checking Wall Street, right now the Dow is down 24 points. NASDAQ is up 37. This is CBS News.
Switch to T-Mobile and save with tons of benefits on every plan versus AT&T and Verizon. Use the savings calculator to find out how at T-Mobile.com/switch.
It's better over here. If you're 55 and up, T-Mobile has an exclusive rate plan just for you. Right now, get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for just $30 a line. That's a 45% savings versus Verizon and AT&T. Plus, you can get one of the latest 5G phones free when you add a line. That's right, a free 5G phone. Experience all this and more on America's largest 5G network. So why wait? At T-Mobile, customers 55 and up can get 2 lines of talk, text, and data for only $30 a line. Just go to T-Mobile.com/choice55 or visit your local store to make the switch.
With AutoPay using debit or bank account plus taxes and fees, 45% off 2 lines versus AT&T Starter and Verizon Welcome. Plan benefits vary. Free phones up to $300 off with 24 monthly bill credits and qualifying new line for well-qualified customers plus tax and $35 device connection charge. Contact us before canceling entire account to continue remaining bill credits. Bill credits end if you pay off device early. See details at T-Mobile.com.
The oldest player on Team USA men's basketball roster appears to be ready for the Olympics.
LeBron James bodying inside, he scores! He's a man.
39-year-old LeBron James dominant for the U.S. in a pre-Olympic game against Germany. He scored the last 11 points to help his team to a 92-88 win. The contest was in London, in front of the largest crowd ever for a basketball game there. Team USA finished its pre-Olympic tour with a perfect 5-0 record. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
A new move in the battle over NBA TV rights. TNT, which has aired the games for years, is not giving up on staying in the game. Its parent company matched a $1.8 billion per year offer by Amazon Prime Video. The NBA is now reviewing it. Amazon is part of a new 11-year multi-billion-dollar package that includes NBC and Disney. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
AM 1230 KXO.